Once upon a time, in a small village nestled among rolling hills, lived a young girl named Emily. She was known for her bright smile and kind heart, always ready to help others in need. However, Emily's life took a tragic turn one fateful day. Emily's parents, John and Sarah, were hardworking farmers who struggled to make ends meet. They toiled day and night to provide for their daughter, hoping for a better future. Emily, aware of their sacrifices, appreciated every little thing they did for her. One stormy night, tragedy struck the village. A violent thunderstorm ravaged the area, destroying homes and crops. John and Sarah's farm was not spared from the wrath of nature. The heavy rains flooded their land, washing away their livelihood. Devastated and with no means to rebuild, John and Sarah faced a difficult decision. They could no longer afford to keep Emily with them. Tearfully, they approached Emily, explaining the dire situation they found themselves in. They had no choice but to send her away to live with her aunt in a distant city, where she could have a chance at a better life. Heartbroken, Emily bid farewell to her parents, clutching onto a small, worn-out teddy bear that her father had given her when she was just a baby. She boarded a bus that would take her far away from the only home she had ever known. Life in the city was vastly different from what Emily was accustomed to. The bustling streets, tall buildings, and hurried pace overwhelmed her. She missed the simplicity of the village and the love of her parents. Emily's aunt, Margaret, did her best to provide for her niece, but she, too, struggled to make ends meet. Emily had to adjust to a new school where she was unfamiliar with the faces and routines. She yearned for the warmth and familiarity of her old friends and the comfort of her parents' embrace. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years. Emily grew older and wiser, but the longing for her parents never faded. She often wondered if they were safe, if they missed her as much as she missed them. Despite the challenges, Emily excelled academically, driven by her desire to create a better life for herself and to honor her parents' sacrifices. She became a diligent student, earning scholarships that allowed her to pursue higher education. But no matter how much success she achieved, there was always an empty space in her heart. Years later, on a sunny afternoon, Emily received a call that would change her life once again. It was her aunt, Margaret, delivering news that shattered her world. John and Sarah, her beloved parents, had passed away in a tragic accident. The weight of grief crushed Emily, leaving her feeling utterly alone. She returned to her childhood village for the funeral, surrounded by tearful faces and mournful whispers. As she stood before her parents' graves, clutching the same teddy bear her father had given her, Emily realized that life had taken so much from her, but it had also instilled in her a resilience and strength she never knew she possessed. In memory of her parents, Emily decided to honor their legacy by dedicating her life to helping others in need. She established a foundation in their name, providing support and resources to struggling farmers and their families. Through her work, Emily found solace and a sense of purpose, knowing that she was making a difference in the lives of those facing hardship, just as her parents had done for her. And so, the story of Emily, the girl who endured heartbreaking loss and found the strength to rise above it, became an inspiration to many. Her tale reminded everyone that even in the darkest of times, love, resilience, and compassion could